Good morning. Welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto and NFTs every day. I'm your host with the most, WendyO. We are here. We are live. We're talking about the crypto markets. They are absolutely ready to rip. Well, some of the altcoins are actually ripping right now. Ethereum is up and Coinbase is running low on Bitcoin. We talked about this over the weekend. I told you all. I told you. Oh, I'm not even in the right screen. We're in the wrong page. It's Monday. It's a manic Monday. But yeah, we're running out of Bitcoin. 100% running out of Bitcoin. So we're going to talk about that today. And again, I am telling you, if you have not started looking into Bitcoin, if you haven't started dollar cost averaging, if you haven't started acquiring whatever it is, you need to. And you need to put it on cold storage. You have to. You cannot leave your crypto assets on exchanges. The only time you should leave crypto assets on exchanges are if you're actively trading, you understand the risks, or you've got a small moon bag there for staking or whatever that is, okay? You need to be using cold storage and you need to be custodying your Bitcoin, okay? Because the bankers are coming, they're already here. So we're going to talk about that, but I got this cute little shirt from the thrift store on the weekend, and it was like $7, I think, and it's like a expensive brand, so I'm excited about that. But we're going to talk about, I hope you guys had a good weekend. Before we get started, is anybody else feeling like under the weather? Or just absolutely exhausted? Because this whole entire weekend, we were beat. We were absolutely beat. We were tired. Like, I was in bed super early. I was like passed out. And I don't feel like I'm getting sick, but I'm like, am I getting sick? I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm lifting heavier weights now. But I feel like under the weather. Anybody? Bueller? Anyways, let's get into the markets. We've got a lot to talk about. I'm excited. There's so much going on, like so much going on. I looked at the schedule for me, Lo, and D this year. It is crazy. He's going on tour. I'm traveling all over the world. My daughter, she's got like crazy dance competition stuff. Like, it's going to be a fun year. It is going to be a super fun year. I'm like very excited for it. I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited for crypto because our bags are pumping. They're finally going up. Ethereum's finally pumping, which I'm excited about because I've got a responsible amount of Ethereum. But let's get into this. First story. Smash a like. It supports me and the channel. Where am I? And I apologize. I'm tired, you guys. But yeah, Coinbase sees major Bitcoin withdrawal, hold lowest confirmed supply since 2015. Coinbase experienced withdrawal of 18,000 Bitcoin worth approximately $1 billion, and the funds were distributed to different addresses and new wallets with balances ranging from 45 million to 171 million. This event notably reduced Coinbase's Bitcoin reserves. Coinbase's current Bitcoin balance is around 390,000 BTC, which is approximately 20.5 billion, but also less than 2% of the total Bitcoin on exchanges. This marks the lowest share of Bitcoin since 2015, and the purpose of the transfer is unconfirmed. This could involve UTXO management, providing liquidity for OTC desks, or moving funds to self-custody. So those are actually very good explanations for this, okay? So I want to really talk about the OTC desks and moving funds to self-custody. So they're talking about funds were distributed to different addresses. Somebody just sent me a coin, man. Somebody sent me a coin. I don't have time to ape in. Darn it. Hate when that happens. Also, too, if you're trading anything on DeFi, you need to use sniper bots. You're going to have to do it because you're going to get absolutely wrecked in the market. It is so hard to trade DeFi, especially a lot of these launches, all these contracts without a bot. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to learn how to do it. We might... maybe we'll share what bot we're using. I don't know. Raider, we got to talk about that. But anyways, back to this. Funds were distributed to different addresses and new wallets with balances ranging from 45 million to 171 million. So these are big players that are holding, that withdrawing. So what does this mean? When we talk about OTC, that's over-the-counter desk. So basically what happens is their desks, their organizations, their companies that hold Bitcoin, and they're actually just being transferred P2P, and they're not necessarily being bought and sold on exchanges. So you still can track these if you can track specific wallets, but it's a lot harder to track. In addition to that, OTC desk deals are generally for larger amounts of Bitcoin and crypto. It's generally for people with that money. And I do know for a fact that traditional finance, the banks, and those types of institutions, they're they were participating in a lot of OTC stuff way back when, before the Bitcoin spot ETF got approved. And now what's happening is that these OTC desks are now servicing like BlackRock and the Bitcoin spot ETFs. And those companies, they have to hold an X amount of Bitcoin to satisfy the obligations for the SEC, et cetera, for the Bitcoin spot ETFs. So we're going to continue to see a lot of Bitcoin being removed off exchanges, people self-custodying it, et cetera. So if you have Bitcoin on exchanges, you probably want to consider taking it off, because again, not your keys, not your coins. And if the exchange goes down, you can lose your crypto. It's happened to me before. It's happened to me many times. It's like an unfortunate thing that happens in the industry, but people don't understand it. It happens with banking too, and traditional finance. Banks aren't even any more safe. So that's important to know. So if you got your crypto on exchanges, you know, and then yesterday we had a really strong weekly close. We're going to talk about that right now. We'll go to the next story. This right here, this is from Bitcoin Archive. Just in, futures open interest hits highest level since 2021, the bull market. Let's talk about this. And yes, we're going to chart Bitcoin. We're going to do all the things. So basically, this is a cute little graph over here. Bitcoin open interest refers to total number of outstanding Bitcoin futures or options contracts in the market. It's a measure of the amount of money invested in Bitcoin derivatives at any given time. So basically, when we talk about futures, it's basically you're taking some money and you're putting it into this product, and you're basically anticipating price to go up or down by a certain date. So there's a lot of people that are participating in this. So this is more good news. This is more news to kind of push that we're in a bull market, which again, early stages. And then this story over here. Oh no, this is the total Bitcoin futures open interest on CoinGlass. Again, you guys, CoinGlass is free. I believe for them, they've got a lot of free stuff, but this will just show you over here the total Bitcoin futures open interest, and you can see the rate, etc., all those things, and you can take a look at long, short, trade, etc. And they also have Ethereum, Solana, XRP, all that fun stuff. So that's what we got over here. And then for Mr. AP Andrew, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're effectively short. Less than 45 days, and Bitcoin and BlackRock is hunting OTC desks to meet the IBIT ETF demand. And I covered this for you guys on Saturday. So basically what's happening, the traditional financial industries are going and they're trying to buy up as much Bitcoin as possible, which makes sense. Again, Bitcoin is a finite asset. There's only 21 million that will ever be made in the history of the world. So when we talk about that, like the basics of economics, which economics I could argue about it all day. It's just to me. But the basics of economics is when you have a low supply of something, generally you have a high demand for it, and that's what we see happen with Bitcoin. Also, too, there's some rumors that the banks are coming in, and the Federal Reserve is going to come in and issue an executive order, just kind of like what they did with gold. That's not like for sure, it's a rumor, but I wouldn't be surprised, because they did in 1933 due to the Great Depression and due to all of the financial instability of the United States of America. They basically confiscated people's stuff. And with Bitcoin, you could track it unless you're using a mixer. Anyways, we got to get into the charts. Right now, we've got 255 amazing people watching. We've got Adrian. We've got Lil D, we got Brian Bootyhead, Alexandra, all of my awesome people in here. John mixing. What did gamers say? I've been screaming about the supply shock when OTC desks run out of Bitcoin for the ETF SPY. Funny to only see new articles talking about it. And if you guys don't know, everybody's a booty head on this channel because my daughter. But Gamer generally calls a lot of the trends before a lot of other people. He called like the BRC20 and the ordinals. We were bullish on that too, but he just kind of reaffirmed it. So he dropped some gems in the chat, and you guys should pay attention to that. But anyways, let's take a look at Bitcoin. What is she doing? Where is she going? What's going on with altcoins? Everything is up. And yes, we're going to talk about WLD WorldCoin and why that thing scares me more than life itself. Oh my, I don't like it. I do not any way, shape, or form. And today, I guess it's Matic Mondays. We could call Matic Mondays. But AR is up, GRT is up, AKT is up, Beam is up, etc. And I'm telling you all right now, I am going to be buying irresponsible amounts of AI tokens. Why? Because I want to make money. And these things are going to pump like crazy. Most of them don't need a token. Most of them have no real use case because you can do valueless tokens, those types of things. But I'm going to be buying them because I want to make as much money as ethically as possible. So I'm going to buy them and maybe one will hit. We'll see. I'm trying to make $1 million in a month. That would be nice, right? $1 million in a month. Anyways, let's take a look at Bitcoin. Actually, before we do, I'm partnered with CoinCatch. We've got a ref link, and I really need you guys to go to CoinCatch. I need you guys to sign up, read the terms of services, etc. But CoinCatch, there's no KYC, you guys. There is no KYC, and they have all of the assets that most of you are going to want to either trade or accumulate. They have TIA, they have Grok, they list meme coins, all kinds of stuff. They got just a plethora of stuff. Pyth, Ordi, Eagle, I know that's a TikTok favorite, but they've got a lot of tokens and they have a lot of promotions. They're giving away up to $5,125. Read the terms of service. Again, you guys, most of you have no business using leverage, but again, they've got spot markets, they've got copy trading, futures, all of that stuff. So go check them out. Use my ref link. It is in the description and in the chat. Now, let's take a look at Bitcoin because we got a really strong close yesterday. I talked about it on the stream, etc. So this is the weekly. We'll go ahead and remove our indicators so you guys can see very, very clearly what is happening. Okay. To me, this is a gorgeous weekly close. Look at this. We opened at 48.4. We closed at 52, and we're just kind of consolidating between 53. What is this? I apologize. I'm sorry. About $52,000 and $53,000. I know it's a very short range, but the reason why we're using that is because we had some previous price action in the back on the daily chart. Okay. Yeah, it was back over here. It was these swing wick highs that we saw over here. So basically, we're just kind of going sideways here. Well, we have a little bit of a lower range, about 50,000 to about 53,000. This is a very bullish setup when we take a look at Bitcoin. Again, even if we retap $50,000, I'm still bullish. We could even go down to 48,000 and I'm still bullish. Yes, the halvening is around the corner. People are anticipating a massive drop. Some people are calling 30,000, etc. Me personally, I am not going to call for any bottoms right now, just because we're in a completely different market. We've got the Bitcoin spots coming in, the Bitcoin ETFs that are here. It's just completely different than what we've seen before. Yes, we've had the futures in the past, but still, it's just completely different. Also, too, if we take a look at total, the entire crypto market cap is close to $2 trillion. Super close to $2 trillion. Like, we are very, very, very bullish. Okay. Super, super bullish. And now taking a look at Ethereum, you guys, Ethereum is up $2,900. $2,900. I am bullish AF on Ethereum. Yes, we've got gas fees. Yes, we've got problems with it. But at the same time, we're going to get that spot ETF eventually, probably in May. And there's so many projects that are built utilizing Ethereum. That's just my personal opinion. Okay. But you guys do what works for you. Do what you guys need to do. Now, on the daily with Ethereum, let's take a look. Let's go ahead and zoom out. We'll reset our chart, see what's going on. We still got to get above this area here at about $3,000, but we're well on our way up. And again, the structure is immensely bullish with Ethereum. One thing I will note, if we're going to have a pullback, check the EMA 9. And then really quickly, matic did hit $1 earlier today. We hit $1 earlier, and I'm excited. I've got a moon bag of that. Woo! I'm happy about that. And where's Solana? Where's our Solana at? Solana is doing well. Solana is staying in the range, $104 and about $116. And remember, you guys, use my CoinCatch ref link if you're looking for a cool exchange. And yes, they do have proof of reserves, all of those things. But again, you got to not your keys, not your coins, and read that. Terms of services. Now, really quickly, there's a couple things we got to talk about. Events really quickly. If you're going to be at any of these events, let me know. I am going to be going to Rare Evo this year. The team just responded to my email, so I'm going to be going to that. I will be posting some more information about Rare Evo later. I got to get everything situated. I'll have a link for tickets if you guys want to go. I think it's going to be in Vegas this year, so it'll be super fun. I enjoy going to Nevada. It's fun. Hopefully get a house out there this year. But I'll see you guys there. Also, too, really quickly, Killer Whales. We just announced that we are going to be on Google Play Google Play. This is a massive partnership. There's 2.5 billion active users in over 100 countries. I'm absolutely honored to be a part of this, and I'm going to be back for season 2 and season 3. So big hello. Big hello. And also to Karate Combat. If you guys have not downloaded the Karate Combat app, I'm going to put it in the chat for you. I recommend you should. It's super fun. Like, even if you're not like a crypto, like even if you don't care about the token aspect of it, I absolutely love this project. And the reason why I love this project is because I love martial arts. I absolutely love martial arts. Shout out to Johnny Bots Phallus for the $3 super chat. I appreciate here. Smash the like, get it up, get it up, get it up. But I love the aspect of crypto and fighting, and it's going to be all the influencers that are fighting. No, I'm not going to fight. I train for mental health, and for self-defense. I don't train to fight, or to get in the ring and stuff. But this is going to be a cool event. It's going to be fun. I'm going to be there. Probably the coolest thing about Karate Combat is you can't lose with their token, which is great. In addition to that, like I'm a big fan of martial arts, all different martial arts. And one of the things that sets karate apart from MMA is a little more brutal, and there's not as much ground and pound. I get bored with the ground and pound stuff because I'm a boxer, so I want to see stand up and just toss. So I'm super excited about that. But anyways, let's get back into it. Let's talk about AI tokens. AI tokens jump 10% as Vitalik explains how AI can enhance security and efficiency on Ethereum. So this is kind of a hot topic, okay? Why wasn't Ethereum just working correctly? Why not? And again, if you use my CoinCatch link, you can trade or invest or whatever it is you want to do with Ethereum and some of these AI tokens as well. But let's go ahead and see what Vitalik is talking about here. So AI tokens have been pumping after Vitalik said that the tech could help Ethereum mitigate its biggest technical risk. Shout out to you if you hold Karate Combat, and shout out to HBAR because it's the HBAR project. Vitalik believes that AI could help blockchain devs identify bugs and assist with verification of codes. Singularity Net's AGIX, 0x0 AI, Ocean Protocols Ocean, the Graphs GRT, Fetch AI, and others rose more than 10% during the past 24 hours. Okay. AI tokens, start paying attention to them. In this run, GameFi, BRC ecosystem, AI. Pay attention to it. Join communities, ask questions, handle your business. Pay attention because it's coming. It's coming. So if you position yourself correctly, you will do very, very well once things get crazy. And one of the things I actually do believe is we're seeing right now we're in the very early stages of the bull market because I'm not seeing things take off on TikTok. And TikTok is a very good gauge for me to see where the masses are because we see a lot more content creators start popping up, and we've actually seen that a lot. And why does any of this matter? Well, it's important to know when we're talking about money flowing into the market. Okay, so most people don't like from what I've there's different groups of people on different social medias. Like YouTube's got its own, Facebook's got its own, TikTok has its own, Twitter has its own. Okay. All of those different groups of people. And there's a lot of masses on TikTok. And from what I saw last cycle, like we had all these, like I started making crypto content, I think like summer of 2020 on TikTok, and barely got any views, etc. And then we started seeing a lot more content creators starting to create, which was absolutely amazing, like super, super, super awesome. And we're starting to see a lot of the content creators on TikTok come back and a lot of new ones, which is great. Absolutely great. As far as the quality of content goes, that's fine, but we haven't seen things absolutely take off yet. And once we start seeing that over there, it's going to be ridiculous. So you still do have time to accumulate whatever it is you want to accumulate, consult your trading and investing journals. But I'm telling you, pay attention to AI, especially with all the new updates to Chat GPT, OpenAI from Sam Altman. Pay attention to this stuff. Seriously. And we'll drop gems here and there. We will. All right. Now, this right here, this is the thing from Mr. Vitalik. So I want to talk about this. Okay, when it comes to AI, I've got some issues with it. What was the name of the exchange with no KYC? CoinCatch. It's on my website, CryptoWendyO.com. So when we're talking about AI finding bugs and whatnot, I think AI is a great tool to help humans do a more accurate job. And that comes maybe with codes, maybe with writing, maybe with like some tedious tasks, because coding can be hard. It's complex, just like writing papers, etc. It takes a lot of detail. And I really think that we can use AI to help improve a lot of things with crypto. Like, for example, we've seen people copy paste code from different crypto projects into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will spit, okay, there's a vulnerability, there's a problem here, X, Y, and Z. So I agree with what Vitalik is saying, but at the same time, it could be a little bit dangerous with the abuse of it. You know, we may see a lot more just really crappy projects be created with AI, etc. But again, I still think Solana, Cardano, and Ethereum, we're going to see a lot of those projects directly compete. And I'm 100% here for it. So I'm holding a little bit of everything, more so Ethereum, but this is good news. This is good news for in crypto, because if we could get things to be a little bit more transparent, woo. Now let's talk about this story. This is from Filecoin. Okay. So apparently Solana is integrating with Filecoin. So Solana's integration with Filecoin is a significant move away from centralized storage solutions and remarkable step towards enhancing reliability and scalability of the Solana blockchain. Solana is utilizing Filecoin to make its block history more accessible and usable for infrastructure providers, explorers, indexers, and anyone needing historical access. Leveraging Filecoin's decentralized storage capabilities, Solana can achieve data redundancy, scalability. Okay. Collaboration shows the power of blockchain networks to create more robust, resilient ecosystem. Okay. Let's take a look at the Filecoin's price. Did this price action do anything? Or was it just a big nothing burger? Was it a nothing burger? Let's see. I had some Filecoin at one time. Yeah, it's up. We're in the season where we see announcements and we get pumps. Cool. I'm with it. Let me check the notes, see if there's anything there that's a little bit more interesting. But yeah, all they're going to be doing is incorporating Filecoin's decentralized storage solutions. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see how that goes. Two big VC coins, I feel like. Cool. K-League partners with Web3 pioneer Chiliz to enhance fan engagement and power global expansion. Chiliz was part of So Rare, which was like a soccer trading card platform that was very similar to Top Shot. Okay, let's go and read this. So K-League is Korea's top football league, and they partner with Chiliz for a multi-year deal. Chiliz is a sports blockchain with over 100 global sports partners. With the new partnership, fans get new engagement options like authenticated game-scored balls and K-League Fantasy on Chiliz chain. And K-League is now a node validator in the Chiliz chain ecosystem. Collaboration aims to boast fan experience and global brand presence through blockchain technology. I like this. Again, there is a time and a place for blockchain. There's a time and a place for NFTs. And I feel like certain projects are able to do to expand that experience. When you're talking about like a token gated experience with your favorite teams, etc. And like even all the new hype with RWAs and DPINs and all that stuff. It just basically new verbiage to create more subsets within the NFT category, because that's basically what it is. But it isn't, but it really is that. So again, I'm extremely excited about this. And I think that it's really cool that people are utilizing RWAs, NFTs to indicate ownership of a tangible item or a collector's item, etc. So I think that's super, super cool. Again, I've got all these vintage records. I would love to be able to have some sort of history of where these came from and who owned them, etc. Like, that would be cool. I think it would be really, really cool. So I'm excited. Let me check the chat. We need you guys to smash the like. We have 400 of you amazing people here. 400 of you awesome people here. Smash the like. Gamer said, okay, when Gamer talks, we listen. I hold the AI coins in the AGIX ecosystem because of the team. The founder, Dr. Ben Grazzo, literally was the guy to create the team, Artificial General Intelligence. His Wikipedia is impressive. Yep, I think I met him at one of the events. Super awesome guy. Interesting stuff. Very, very interesting stuff. Now let's talk about XRP. Ripple CTO addresses allegations of XRP price manipulation because everybody thinks the Ripple team is dumping on them, which I believe the Ripple team indicated they were selling X amount of coins on X amount of dates. So David Schwartz says that the team is not manipulating XRP price through programmatic sales. He highlighted the programmatic sales on-demand liquidity ODL for facilitating liquidity and international payments. Ripple stopped scheduled XRP sales in Q1 of 2023 for transparency and a stable trading environment. Okay, so let's just talk about this really quick. Okay, again, like I support Ripple 100% in their fight against the SEC because I think what the SEC has done is absolutely predatory, and I generally agree with the people that the SEC is going after because I feel like the SEC is just blindly going after people. Okay. But a lot of these coins, when you have these big teams that come from traditional finance or from Web 2, the projects are not as decentralized, okay? And you're going to see, you'll be able to tell which projects are more decentralized than the other. Like XRP is a banker's coin, and that's fine. It doesn't mean anything bad. It doesn't mean that number isn't going to go up. But at the same time, they have so many partnerships with so many different traditional financial industries, with so many Web 2 things, that they have certain agreements and different things that they have to that they have to oblige to. So again, I'm not like super crazy in the XRP ecosystem. For me personally, I just like I'll hold a little bit and I'll just watch whatever. But you guys have to understand, like they have massive partnerships with so many of these entities they're going to have to comply with. Okay. And someone just said, how much leverage should I put on an Ethereum long? First off, most of you have no business using leverage. And if you do, maybe 2 to 3 times most. Second, ETH's already pumped. So you got to be cautious, okay? I'm not going to tell you how much leverage to use. If you want to learn more about that stuff, you could go to AlphaU. We got a link down below. They're pretty cool over there. Anyways, let's get into this story. All right, so this is a drama that happened. So I did a video about it, but I just want to address something really quickly, okay? So yugalabs acquired Proof XYZ, and that it's also acquiring Moonbirds, IP, artistic portfolio, mythics, oddities, grails, all kinds of stuff. And Kevin Rose is advising Yuga in the post transition, which that makes sense. But all I'm going to tell you about this, like I'm a mutant ape holder. It's a moon bag. I've got ApeCoin, etc. One of the things that I do want to say about this is that you could see a lot of the insider behavior on chain, but this does happen in traditional finance too. It's not when other companies are being acquired, et cetera. So it's nothing new. But again, I don't understand the real reason why they needed to buy these projects that were failing. Like the IP is it really that cool? These are 10,000 generative PFPs. That's all it is generative arts. Like maybe there's a real artist that help with stuff, but it's like, it's nothing really unique to me. It's not what the true intent and purpose of NFTs is. So I don't know, hopefully the team does well, but at the same time, there's a lot of people pat each other on the back in crypto, in private. They do. And it's unfortunate. So apparently a lot of people knew about this, etc. So good for them. They made money, but it's just really upsetting for holders and upsetting for the whole ideology in the NFT space that, you hold on to this NFT to be part of the community. So a lot of people held on to the NFTs and they didn't take profit. They didn't do the moonbag strategy, and it just not cool to them, but it is what it is. So I don't know. I'll still hold my ape. I mean, who knows what's going to happen with it. But at the same time, it's just kind of upsetting, really. Anyways, let's get into this. WorldCoin, the World app, the first wallet built for the WorldCoin project, passed 1 million daily users this week. The community is incredible. So y'all really like to give your biometric data to people. Y'all are okay with that. Good for you. Scams pump the hardest. Predatory stuff pumps the hardest. Moonbag Mafia, I love that. I don't know. I think you should trade WorldCoin, short it. Just kidding. But WorldCoin soars 140% a week as the wallet hits 1 million daily users. Good for them. WorldCoin claims to be a privacy-preserving digital identity verification product. I don't believe them. I don't believe them any way, shape, or form. I'm very much against this project, but I'll still grift ethically with them. Yeah, I got my Jupiter coins. It pays users in WLD in exchange for scanning their irises. Is this a security, Gary? Is this a security? Their goal is to attempt to introduce worldwide UBI by issuing everybody on the planet a small amount of world token in exchange for verifying their identity. So they gave you like $50 in their token to go ahead and do this. So basically you are selling your soul for pennies. And they want to do UBI. They've literally told you they want to use UBI. And unfortunately, the way society is moving, we're going to have to use UBI for a lot of things because it's not looking good out there, babies. It's not looking good out there. I don't know. If you want to trade the coin, cool. I personally wouldn't use the app. Somebody keeps asking me about Siberia. I have no idea what that is, so I can't tell you if it's good or not. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. No WorldCoin for me. Yeah, I don't want. Just don't. I think it's bad. All right. We got a poll at the top 2. Are you holding Bitcoin on Coinbase? 28% said yes. 62% said no. Good. You should not be. Should not be. Stacks will keep pumping. Breadlines, yeah. So this is a little bit about my history. My family, they're Italian, Sicilian immigrants, and they were in the breadlines. During the Great Depression here. They were. It's all true. It's all true. I'm so tired today. I'm like ready to fall asleep. I think it's because of those weights, baby. All right. WorldCoin's rocketing token could benefit creditors of Three Arrows Capital and FTX. Oh boy. More drama. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. All right. So this pump could benefit the creditors of 3AC. It's not going to. The bankruptcy is a whole entire scam. It's not going to. Any way, shape, or form. There's just going to be more money to the estate, and it's not going to actually go to creditors. It never does. Before the bankruptcy, 3AC participated in a $25 million round of a $1 billion valuation for WorldCoin developers. Tools for humanity. Tools for oppression. Firm's exact WL holdings are unknown. Of course they are. And in Series A in October 2021, WorldCoin also received investment from SBF. FTX received over 185 million worth of World tokens in August of 2023. A World token unlock worth 165 million is set to begin today. If there is a token unlocked today and you're holding WorldCoin, you need to do your due diligence because price may dump. Also, in addition to that, now that we're seeing that 3AC is a part of it, and same with SBF and Alameda, etc., that's another negative thing you want to put, or that's another item to note on your trading and investing journal. These are things that are important, and this is where you add in your fundamental area. Okay. Oof. One of the things I like about feeling under the weather is I get to eat pastina. So I'm going to make some when I'm done. Okay. Now let's talk about the more shady practices of FTX. Let's talk about it. Can you get WorldCoin on CoinCatch? Can you? I don't want to sign up. I want to see what we have. Do we have WorldCoin here? I feel like we do. Do we? We have Solana. We got Solana. We got Matic. We got Cardano. See all your favorite stuff. Shiba. Yeah. Do we have it here? They've got Pepe for all you degenerates. Luna Classic for more of you degenerates. They do have stacks too. Ape, Lena. I had a bag of Lena. Gala. Yeah, I don't know if they've got WorldCoin on here. They've got FTT. That's so funny. I love it. Anyways. Get into this. So FTX is secretly used Deltec Bank to create and sell Tether for profit, lawsuit alleges. There are so many lawsuits with FTX. And this is crazy to me. Like, they put Sam away already for the criminal I want to say for the criminal charges. I could be wrong, but this story is so much bigger. And I want to know, where is Sam Trabucco? Why is no one talking about Sam Trabucco? Where is he? We don't know. We're just here. Anyways. Interesting stuff, man. But let's keep going down the rabbit hole. So let's get into it. FTX companies allegedly profited from Tether through an arrangement with Bahamas bank, Deltec Bank. Alameda Research created USDT on credit through Deltec, selling profit before funding the purchase. Deltec is accused of aiding fund misappropriation between FTX and Alameda, exempting Alameda from rules. Deltec denies wrongdoing and called the allegations unsustainable statements from individuals settling lawsuits. Tether is not sued in the case, according to Bloomberg, and text messages in the filing reveal that Tether's chief financial officer, Giancarlo Defasani, was friends with Alameda traders, and they exchanged messages celebrating milestones, first to hit 10 billion, then 20 billion, and 30 billion, arguing over who drove the group's success. So do we have copies of those text messages? Let's see. I think we do. Yeah. Do we? Okay, this is from Mr. Zach. He is the author of Number Go Up. Good for him. Caroline Ellison disclosed text between Alameda and Tether's Giancarlo Defasani in the lawsuit, and we don't have any of that information. Okay, so where's Sam Trabucco? Because again, Caroline, even though she was over at Alameda, she didn't get promoted to CEO or whatever she was until like 3 months before the collapse. It's just a hot mess. So there's a lot of unknowns here. There's so many different lawsuits that are happening, etc. So we're just going to have to see what it We're gonna have to see what pans out with it. I don't know. So what should, okay. Moral of the story is, what should you do with your tether? Should you dump your tether? Should you dump your tether? I'm not. Tether is more global than USDC, so I'm not going to dump it, but I do hold more USDC than I do Tether. But Tether fund's been going around for quite some time, so I don't know. I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it for the most part. I don't know. You guys going to dump your Tether? We talked about this a little bit over the weekend, but I want to talk about it again. U.S. banks have asked the SEC for permission to store Bitcoin. Let's talk about this, what this means, why it's important. Financial groups are lobbying the SEC to change accounting rules that make it costly for banks to hold crypto. Bipartisan lawmakers are pressuring the SEC to revoke its accounting guidance, accusing the agency of overstepping authority. Banks face challenges navigating current SEC rules, advocating for changes to support wider adoption of crypto custody services. That's a scary thought, to have your crypto, have bank custody your crypto for you. Very, very, very scary thought. Why? Well, they don't have to hold, by law, in 2020, banks don't have to hold any reserves. They hold zero reserves. Zero reserves. It's so crazy. Like, we hold crypto exchanges to higher standards than we do banks. I don't want the bankers touching my coins. And also, too, if you do custody your crypto through a bank, there's going to be a lot of changes coming with that. But I'm curious, if there's going to be FDIC insurance, that might be worth it. It could be worth it, but at the same time, if we have a complete economic disaster, FDIC is not going to save you. It's not going to save you. And people are like, oh, well, it covers up to $250,000. It'll save me. When you're talking about insurance companies, they've got a small pool of money. And if things get really, really crazy, do you think they're going to care about your $1,000 claim and they're going to pay you out? It's going to take years to get anything back. So just understand that. Just understand that. You don't trust bankers. You don't trust third parties. The whole entire reason why we're in crypto is because we do not trust third parties. And Bitcoin and crypto allows us to remove the third parties and handle our business, to stand on your business. That's exactly what it is. So don't forget that. Don't forget it. Aw, shout out to squidgrow. I love squidgrow too. They're very, very sweet over there. You guys should join their Telegram. They're fun. They're cute over there. They do lots of memes and stuff of me. All right, let's talk about this. Bitcoin spot ETF inflows increase amid net outflows for gold-backed funds, analysts say. Ooh, boy, this is real spicy. This is real spicy over here. Let's get into it. So global fund flows into Bitcoin, particularly through ETFs, are showing an increasing divergence. I hate that word, divergence, from equivalent flows into gold. According to an analyst, there's a possibility that Bitcoin is signaling a challenge to gold's position as a primary store of value. Recent data indicates a shift in investor preferences with substantial inflows into Bitcoin ETPs, potentially impacting gold's traditional role. So gold essentially was marketed as this hedge against the US dollar. People participate in the ETFs because they're not allowed to hold more than a certain amount of gold. Plus, gold is very expensive to hold onto. It's very bulky, it's heavy, etc. And Bitcoin really challenges that feature. So again, I'm just happy to see Bitcoin win. But at the same time, I'm a little bit cautious that we're going to get super centralized here with BlackRock coming in. That's just my opinion, though. My opinion. Do you think more centralization will make privacy coins important? Of course they are. Why do you think they're delisting them from exchanges the way that they are rapidly? Privacy coins are very, very, very important. Mixers are important. And that's why I love being partnered and working alongside squidgrow, because of Silent Swap, like cross-chain aggregator that supports privacy. Hello. So important. I don't think you guys understand. They're trying to be tracking everything, and they're going to be using AI to track you too. And it's not, and just because we want our privacy doesn't mean we're doing anything bad, because I know all of my audience, you guys pay your crypto taxes. I know you guys hired Scott on my website, CryptoWendyO.com. You reached out to Scott. I reached out to Scott, and he's helping you manage your crypto taxes, which I got to contact him. I got to write it on my thing to do. Okay. But now with that being said, privacy coins matter. So more interesting stuff over here. Now let's get into this. Jupiter's compliance team blocked crypto ETP investment. Interesting. Let's read into this. This is from Financial Times. Let's see. So Jupiter's investment team partnered, and I don't think this is the crypto coin. They partnered from holding a crypto ETP in Irish units fund due to regulatory restrictions. Divert regulatory approach to the EU on crypto investments. Ireland prohibits, Germany allows UCITES funds. Jupiter's gold and silver bought Ripple XRP ETP in H1 2023, but canceled the trade following regulatory oversight. They also sold the crypto ETP at a loss of $834, I think it's $1 million, with Jupiter covering the difference. No regulatory impact reported. EU member states have inconsistent rules on crypto investments and UCITS funds, creating challenges for fund managers. And see, that's the thing about Europe. When we talk about Europe, it's basically, this is the way I explain it to my kid. But basically, Europe is a bunch of states, even though they're their own countries. But it's very, it's kind of like you can get from country to country super fast, just like we can get from state to state super fast, almost, kind of, sort of. And it's hard because a lot of people, let's say you live in country A, but you work in country B. So a lot of people are commuting, et cetera, and it does make it hard when you're so closely put together. It's just like, okay, for example, it's like having the state of California and there's a bunch of different cities. And every single time you go into a different city, there's different laws and regulations. That makes it hard. So when we talk about regulation, it would be nice to have it kind of decentralized to an extent, but really we just need some sort of guidelines, very blanket, very much like basic protections. Okay. Thank you, Michael. Smash a like, send me a cowboy hat or something. And shout out to my YouTubers. I rock with you guys. All right. This is from Brian Armstrong. So basically they're talking about the Coinbase earnings. Coinbase had a successful 2023 with strong financials. Cost cutting by 45% resulted in $95 million net income for 2023. I feel like they lit a lot of people off, which didn't make me happy. Launched various products, including Coinbase's international exchange and Layer 2 base. The reason why Coinbase launched an international exchange is because they're diversifying and they don't want to keep all their eggs in a basket, especially in the United States and America. So I support them there. Also, there's Layer 2 base. And if you guys haven't played around with the Base ecosystem, do so. That's another ecosystem that will set off. They played a significant role in the Bitcoin ETF approvals. That is true. And the Bitcoin ETFs are now the second largest commodity ETFs in the US. And the focus for 2024 includes international expansion, derivatives, and crypto utility and payments, emphasis on regulatory clarity and driving down crypto adoption globally. And you can mint coin earnings NFT in this post, not for resale or trading, which is pretty cool. So you get little commemorative things kind of for Coinbase. So yay, good for them. This is a hot topic here. Okay. This is pissing the maxis off. Coinbase removed native Bitcoin payments. And let's talk about why. This is a hot topic. And if you're on YouTube, you better share this. Oh, shout out to the Zora Gala. Thank you so much. Excellent documentary on Bitcoin on DW channel. Good info. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching it. That was fun. That was a really, really fun documentary to make. It was cool. It was super, super cool. Anyways, let's get into this hot topic. As the maxis are pissed. So I'll read it. And then is this the tweet? Yeah, that's a tweet over here. All right, so this is from Russell Okung. During my time in Africa, we're going to read it, and then we'll go back to the story, okay? During my time in Africa, while advocating for the Lightning Network, I faced cold, hard realization. Despite my efforts, I found that more people were invested in dealings with USDT rather than Bitcoin. They desired USD, even though they were synthetic versions. And the maxis are pissed. And this person here, they don't understand the problem or fiat currency yet. That's why they don't get that Bitcoin is the answer. That said, you can try to ease them into using things like Aqua Bitcoin or whatever with stable sats. The disconnect from the Bitcoin maximalist, you're talking about a man who went to that country, was talking to the people and boots on the ground. And they're just like, we don't want Bitcoin. We don't want Lightning Network. We don't want to deal with this. They want dollars. They want a stable currency. And the reason why is because people with money, we have time. We're in America. We're in a different financial system than most people around the world. Okay. Most of us are blessed to be here. If you are holding Bitcoin, even if it's $20 a Bitcoin, you have disposable income. And even though $20 is not a lot in 2024, you have disposable income. Okay. Poor people, all they care about is feeding their families, putting a roof over their head, and having basic necessities. They don't care about diversifying. They don't care about having an asset to hedge against a fiat currency. They don't care. They don't want it. They just want to survive. But most of these maxis that are from America are so completely blinded by this Not only is it ignorant, it is selfish, and it is also condescending. You know, Bitcoin was created for the people, by the people, and people should be able to hold it and do whatever it is they want with it. It is supposed to be a decentralized option. If you want to use it for P2P payments, great. If you want to use it to hold as a hedge against the US dollar, fantastic. If you want to do BRC20 tokens or ordinals, whatever you want to do. Or if you just want to completely opt out, not deal with it, you shouldn't have to. If you want to use dollars, great. People don't want to spend time converting or using Lightning Network or doing any of this stuff. We don't have time. Heck, I'm a mom to a 7-year-old. I don't have time to swap my crypto to buy a cup of coffee or a Coca-Cola or whatever that may be. So these people really need to get off their high horse. But back to this story. Okay, back to this story. I think it was the Lightning Network. Let's take a look. All right. So Coinbase Commerce is no longer accepting native Bitcoin and other UTXO on the Commerce platform. They said customers were facing operational challenges with the product. Challenges include volatility risk, manual effort required to resolve incorrect payments, and limited assist support. So the limited assist support is a bunch of BS because Coinbase is massive, and for some reason, Coinbase has always had the worst customer service ever in the history of the world. Don't know why, but again, it's a lot of people with a lot of money that don't understand that don't understand how the real world works. They don't. So, what does this mean? It means that Bitcoin is still too volatile. It's still too volatile for people to use. Maybe when we hit 1 million per Bitcoin, maybe it'll be a little bit easier to use and people will want to use it. But again, Satoshi, when he wrote the white paper, said digital cash, P2P payments. In a time like this, in a financial crisis like this, yes, Bitcoin is a great hedge against the US dollar if you were holding it long enough. But at the same time, pennies matter. Pennies matter because most people are unable to make ends meet in America and other places in the world. That's just my opinion, though. But what do I know? But what do I know? I'm just here. Smash a like. Let's get at least 400 likes. Let's get at least 400 likes. All right, next story. This is for Vivek, and he is quote tweeting Ross. Ross Ulbricht is serving life in prison for creating and operating Silk Road from 2011 until his arrest in 2013. There is no possibility for parole. The fact that this man is put away for code is problematic. He created something, and yes, there was bad things that were happening on the platform. But just because you create code and it's open source, I don't know if it was open source, so I don't want to say it, but just because you create a platform and people do bad things about it, you shouldn't be held liable. You shouldn't. It's wrong. It's just like having a business and somebody goes in your business and does something bad. You shouldn't be held liable. It wasn't your fault. But I really love this comment here. Really, really love this comment here by Sal the antagonist over here. But you back the man who refused to pardon him, which I believe is Trump. So we need to free Ross. He deserves to be out 100%, in my personal opinion. Again, there's people doing real bad stuff out there. Get them in. I could go about that all day, any way, shape, or form, all day, especially all the atrocities that happen to DV, SA survivors, to our babies, all that type of stuff. I can go in on it all day long. I could go in on it that people that are committing violent crimes in Los Angeles County are getting lit out like that. When they decided to defund the police, one of the units that they defunded was the DVSA unit. Good, right? Real good, right? Anyways, that's with that. That's with that. That's my personal opinion. We're ending the stream with about 80 of you on Tiki Taki, about 420 of you on YouTube. Make sure you guys smash the like. I'm going to be putting out some shilly stuff for you guys later on today and this week. And we got some traveling coming on. But thank you guys for being with me. I really, really appreciate you. One of the other things I wanted to say is that it's President's Day. I believe so, right? My kid's off. She's with their dad. Well, his house. But anyways, thank you guys so much. Sending you all love and light. And thank you just for being you. And shout out to our partners, or Squidgrow, or Market Cypher, Shrapnel. Shrapnel's awesome. If you like Web3 gaming, just check them out. Market Cypher is a great indicator. Squidgrow's awesome. Shout out to Silent Swap. Anyways, goodbye. Bye-bye. Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for rocking with me. I'm going to drop a video for you later today.